What is up and welcome back. Today we're not going to be working on the Forester. I just have it in here because it is minus 26 right now, and it does have a block heater. It actually starts really well in like minus 20, but I just thought I'd bring it in and let it dry off because it hasn't been in the garage since probably the summer, so thought it'd be just good to let it some of the ice wash off, and I just rinsed it off. So if you do wash your car and then leave it outside, sometimes it freezes up and it's really hard to get into, so it's just kind of drying out in here. Anyways, today we'll be working on the motor once again because that's all we'll be doing for the next while, or we'll be working on Project Daily. We'll also be pulling, I think, the headlights in Project Daily so I can get them and look at some of the things I want to do with them and do a little bit of research into that. But today what we're going to be doing on the motor actually is we're going to be pulling this guy. So I want to see, before I go ahead and order it, see what kind of pickup this has on it, because I'm not sure if maybe they changed it. It kind of looks like these bolts have been moved once or twice. So maybe it does have an aftermarket pickup already, which would be pretty awesome. And then I wouldn't have to worry about it. But I just wanted to check and then see how's everything looking under there. So it's not going to be too big of a video today. I just wanted to get this done. Next video, we'll definitely be taking off the headers. I can't do it today because the Forester's in here, and I want to put this right in the center while I'm angle grinding this so I don't get sparks going everywhere into Project Daily and into all the parts and into the Forester itself. Really, the plan of attack today is what I'm going to do is undo all these bolts right here, or undo all but two. So we're going to leave two on, and then we're going to flip the motor over after we clean it up a bit, and then drop the pan, because if I lift it up like this, there's a chance I might drop something in it, and that's not a good thing, especially when we're not rebuilding the motor. So as I said, first thing is undoing these. I want to say they are maybe 10 mil, because everything on Subarus is a 10 mil. I can't even tell. They're just covered in oil, guys. It's kind of hard to tell. Yes, it is. It is indeed a 10 millimeter, which honestly isn't that surprising if you guys have ever worked on Subarus. So what I'm going to do, not block the camera like that, is I'm going to just undo it, and we'll just do a little time lapse because it's not going to be too interesting undoing some bolts around the oil pan. So all the bolts are out, they're all in here. They look absolutely horrible because they've probably been sitting in oil for the last like 5 years. But now we just got one here, here, and here, and I actually loosened them up. So they should be super easy. I also went ahead and I just want to see how that penetrating oil worked on the header bolts, and I got all three of these loosened off. So next time when we actually do remove the headers, it's going to be super easy, and we can really get into diving into this motor a little bit more. But the next thing we're going to focus on is we're going to flip it over now, or actually not going to flip it over. What we're going to do is I'm going to get a plastic bag, cut it in half, and put it over top here, fire up the air compressor, and actually blow out all the stuff here. The plastic bag is kind of to protect it from flying all over this room. Let's see how well this works. I don't even know. I kind of just thought of this randomly, thinking instead of getting stuff everywhere, clean it up with the air compressor and a plastic bag. So we'll see. So let's just take a look at what it looks like now. So there you can see there's a lot of like gunk and stuff. And I'm going to put on my safety glasses and we're going to see how much it blows out. Impressed how well that worked. Look at all the stuff we got out. It's all on here now. But if we uncover it, yeah, look at it. So there's not much. You can see all the rust now rather than all the grease. So that removed a lot of stuff. But I still want to flip it over. I still want to make sure that we get nothing in the engine. So we're going to flip it over now. And then we can actually drop the pan. So there we go, we have the engine flipped over and we're ready to drop the pan. So as I said, there's just a bolt here, a bolt over there, and a bolt over there. And then the pan can come off and we can see if it has an aftermarket pickup or not. And there we go, the pan is off, but look at this black sludge at the bottom, guys, because when the pan sits like this is how it would sit on the engine. It doesn't drain all the way, so you get like completely black oil at the bottom. But as I thought, it has a stock pickup, so we are definitely going to be upgrading that. And then there is the engine itself, or the bottom end. So the thing I got to do now is I got to make sure it's all clean up there, so when it gets flipped back over, nothing gets in there. So the thing I got to work on is probably I'm going to take some Varsol and clean up all the like aluminum, or not aluminum, tin and stuff, and then I'm going to take a razor blade and get all the glue or sealant off. Not off the pan right now, pan's not a big worry, but that guy, all off the bottom of the block. So there we go, we have scraped off all these sealant around the edges. Now it looks nice and shiny. All I did was just use a razor blade and go. But I'm thinking we're going to remove these headers right now, guys, because I was removing the rear motor mount on this side so I could get around here. And I undid those bolts up here right too. So what we're going to do, I think, is let's drop the headers just so we can get a little more space up front, because these headers are kind of in the way and they're being a pain right now. Now check out all that room, guys. The block is looking a lot emptier in the bottom. There we have the stock up pipe. The STIs have a catless up pipe, so that will probably be going back in. And then here's the exhaust, so the or the headers too per se. So they're really heavy. I didn't think they were that heavy, but they're extremely heavy. And eventually we'll end up taking off with this heat shield, and if we are going to be reusing this, we're going to be rewrapping it with this heat wrap, because with this heat shielding on, there's no real heat protectant. So if we rewrap it and reuse it, it might be good. But it would be nice to get some new ones, because these are just so heavy. So there we go, we got everything cleaned up. I'm going to leave it like this for now, because I want some of the stuff just to fall off like the rest of the stuff before we flip it over and risk something getting in there, because I'm not going to be installing the pickup for a while. And I don't really need to inspect everything, but I will. But we'll do that much later. But we did get everything I wanted to do today, plus a little bit more. I wasn't expecting to get the headers and up pipe off, but it kind of just turned out that it was easier to do it that way. Also, I'm looking here. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys see any, or if you're in the Calgary area, and if you see any headers for sale that will fit an EJ 27 or 25/7 and that are unequal length, send them to me on my Instagram, and I'll have a look, and maybe we'll end up buying them for Project Daily. Because it would be awesome to have some actual stainless or titanium or whatever, just not cast headers. Anyways, as I said, that's going to be it for today. Next video, I'm not exactly sure. We might end up working a little bit on the engine bay and leaving the engine, but that's going to be it for today. So as always, peace out and stay humble.